Hey guys, it's Frankie back here again, and today I will be reviewing the Funko Pop, the Devastator. Now, this figure was released in 2020, is an FYE exclusive, and is part of the Batman 80 Years line. He's number 319 in this line, and I like how they also added the gold, reflective gold writing and printing all over the box. I think that's really cool. Nice touch. On the side of the box, you see the Devastator's concept art of the figure before the figure was actually made. And we find ourselves back at the front of the box. Now let's take a look at the figure, shall we? And here is the Devastator out of the packaging, and this guy looks absolutely fantastic in all proportions, from his sculpt work to his paint work, everything, the detailing, the weathering. I just love everything about this figure. This figure is a must-have for anyone's Funko collection. Even if you're not a DC fan or a Batman fan for that matter, this figure still is a must-get for you because, I mean, come on, he just looks epic and awesome in all proportions. I know I've said that like 1,000 times, but that's because he does. And he does have an articulated head because DC isn't like Marvel. They don't have the bobble heads for Funko Pops. They actually have articulated heads and stuff. I love the sculpted bone protrusions on this guy, the sculpted musculature, the texturing of the skin, everything. He just looks epic. I love this guy. Hands down, one of my most favorite pops that I own, easily, just because he's so cool looking. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, the Devastator is basically Batman turned into Doomsday, so you're probably wondering how that happened. Well, Superman in a comic book turns evil, and Batman tries to stop him, and even tried to fight him with the kryptonite spear, used in Batman v Superman, but Superman was too powerful and ultimately came really close to wiping out humanity as well as killing Batman. So this was a last resort type option. Batman came up with the Doomsday, I guess you could say, virus, and took it. I'm not exactly sure how he took it, whether he injected himself with it or what. It's been a while since I've seen that, but he turns into Doomsday and kills Superman, but in the process his mind becomes corrupted by Doomsday and starts to turn everyone else into Doomsdays as well. So that is pretty much the backstory on the Devastator. And I'm definitely going to be doing a comparison of him with a couple other characters. Some that aren't Marvel, and some that are Marvel, sorry. And the Batman v Superman Doomsday. So yeah, let's do the comparisons, shall we? And here's a comparison of the Devastator with Hulk, just to give people a sense of scale and size of the Devastator. He's pretty good size, I'm not going to lie. He's definitely got a lot more muscle mass than even Hulk does, which is saying a lot because Hulk's a good size pop in general and just a good size character in general. And I know Hulk is Marvel and the Devastator is DC, but I mean, this is as close as we're going to get to an actual Doomsday, I'd say, for a while. So unless they plan on doing something in the near future. But and a lot of people do have wanted to see kind of like a Doomsday Hulk matchup for the longest time. So I figured, why not compare these two and for the viewers out there. So now for another comparison. And here he is next to the Batman v Superman Doomsday. Now Doomsday's design in Batman v Superman received a lot of hate because it wasn't super comic book accurate and his powers weren't really comic book accurate. But I mean, I personally still like the design. I didn't hate it like everyone else did. It's just I would have preferred a much more comic book accurate Doomsday design, but they gave us this Doomsday and I still thought he was cool. I liked him in the movie. Minus the fact that he kind of had a face that resembled the cave troll from Lord of the Rings. That was probably one of the few things I wasn't really the biggest fan of, but like I said, I didn't hate it. So yeah, and here's a close-up of the figure showing some of the detailing and the ripped clothing and his bone protrusions and whatnot to really give you an idea of how detailed this figure is. Batman converted into Doomsday. That's something I never thought I'd see. Now on to the conclusion. So that's my review of the Devastator. I highly recommend this guy to anyone who's a DC fan or a Batman fan in general, or even a Funko fan in general for that matter. So anyways, that pretty much does it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and take care.